This is the next video. I'm gonna continue here on the test of obedience. So you see, God gave this in response to to tormentors and all the mankind here that God gave the mission. You see, is that He said to them that, listen, that you see how they crafted up, for this human being to actually you know not care about what happens to their body, not care about their body no more, like, so they restricted, they don't care at all anymore when the body is rendered, when the soul is miserable and the body is rendered, useless, like they don't care about it no more. So he said, I see how it's crafted up to make the decision for them. They help the human being. They were helping human being make decisions for themselves. The decision to not care about the body, the decision to terminate even their body themselves. So because he said to them that because you blame it on them trespassing against you, because they were blaming it on, they were using that because they trespassed against them. They were saying, okay, they use that to justify it, like, or they were trespassing against us. But he said, I know how, and I can see how it's been crafted up for them to actually go this way, to actually trespass against you. You understand? To actually, So he went on to say, when you trespass against me, okay, I had mercy upon you when I saw what damages my wrath brings to you. I gave you knowledge on how to protect yourself from my wrath. Okay, but now, when human beings trespass against you, you crush them till their soul is miserable and their body useless and vulnerable to misuse or termination. That's what God said to them. He laid it out to them. Like, that's what Jesus even said to them. Like, that's what Jesus is saying to them. Like, He said it to them straight up. I'm not sure they can hear it, but anyways. So I'm gonna go on to talk about what angers God more, just a little bit, and I'm gonna give like a second example of how human beings are trespassing, using the child's example, father and the child example again. So two things actually angers God a lot. You see, the pushing of mankind here, that it reaches their soul to render their body useless. You understand? That one pisses God off a lot. You see, it does piss God off a lot. So you see, the second one is when mankind here continue evil here and do not heed his warnings, because these warnings do not come with physical proofs. Like, you see, they're not taking the warning seriously, because the warnings do not come like with proofs. Like, oh, they need to see proofs before they stop, the evil. You understand what I'm saying? So he illustrated this, okay, with example. He says, a man who comes to them saying, I have this car here, that does this and that cool stuff, but on looking at the man that present that 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 present time without a car, like the man did not come with that car, okay, they believe he doesn't even have a car. So they believe, oh, they don't see any car, he doesn't have a car, so therefore they just taking it off in their mind as, no car, man, no car, no proof, man. No car. He doesn't have a car now, man. There's no proof. So the messages aren't real. So that's what they believe, that the message aren't real. So there's no car, there's no proof. So him saying, oh, he has a car that is cool and he does this and does that, nah, man, it's not real. There's no car with him. So this has God seen as foolishness of mankind. He has seen that as complete foolishness of mankind. So ways God told mankind not to mistreat their bodies are, you see, like, we all know most of them ways, like abuse the body sexually, like in an inappropriate, immoral way, sort of, okay, like, drawing tattoos and like drugs and not taking care of yourself or looking after it, or committing suicide, sort of stuff. Those are the ways that God said, like, nah, mankind shouldn't treat their body, like, but because they've been pushed, to for the body to be rendered useless, so they started doing all these things. So the second child example I'm going to give now, okay, and I'm going gonna put it in the real life, the real world. I'm gonna put it in the real world as well. Okay. So you see, let me give the second example. Okay, a father warns a child, okay, from trespassing and breaking things in the house. Okay, so he said, when you continue to misbehave, I will punish you. Okay, so when he caught the child misbehaving, he punishes the child by making him sit at the corner. Okay, I say him, maybe him or her. So sit sit at the corner. As the father watches TV, yeah, he saw the child couldn't bear the punishment as he was getting hungry and weak. Okay, so the father felt really bad for the child. Okay, so he went to prepare the child's food. Okay, which I will use the food I will use to represent as knowledge. Okay, I will use the food to represent as knowledge. Okay, so you see the knowledge and protection that we can use to protect ourselves against God. Okay, so pretendly, yeah, he placed the food, okay, closer to him, to the child. Then the father sat, okay, pretending to be sleeping while he watches the child with slightly closed eyes. You see, he didn't close his eyes though. He didn't fully close his eyes. He still just closed his eyes a little bit. So the child looks at the father, thought the father was sleeping and wasn't looking. So he left the punishment here and went to eat the food. Then started running around, misbehaving again, breaking things, breaking stuff and all that, etc. So thinking he has eaten, okay, he has the protection, he has the knowledge, okay, he has the knowledge, okay, and you see, he has eaten, meaning like he has knowledge, he has the strength, and he has the strength. So no matter what punishment his father actually gives him, he will not be tired because he has already eaten, he has energy, and the father will make him a different food when he punishes him on realizing he is weak and hungry. Like if the child thinking, okay, even if my father punishes me this time around, he will still give me knowledge on how to, give me food, so I will have energy again to actually withstand his energy this time around. so, so his arrogance, yeah, due to that and confident to do whatever he wants. Okay, as he continues to misbehave this time around, the father grabbed him. Okay, punished him by tying him to the chair. He refused to actually give him food to withstand the punishment. You see, he refused to give him food, so he won't have energy this time around to actually withstand the punishment, and probably, I don't know, die or something. So let me bring that into the real life example. Okay, you see, the food was the knowledge and the protection given to the child, so he doesn't die or something. So he can run around some more because he thinks he got all the food he ever needed, to withstand his father's punishment. That will make him, you see the punishment that will make him like hungry and weak. He thinks, okay, fine, I have the protection now. Now, even if my father hurts me, that's all the knowledge, that's all the protection I will ever need. You see, like the way that God gave mankind, like geology and stuff like this. So they feel like, okay, that's all the protection they will ever need. All the technology that God has given them knowledge to use to protect themselves. So they feel, that's all the technology, that's all the knowledge, that's the possession we ever need. So whatever it throws at us, man, we can withstand it. You see. So the food and the father pretending to sleep were the knowledge. Okay, so like God leaving us is actually the knowledge is given to us, of like the protection to make us think like, okay, because he's not showing anything or something like at this time. So he's not showing anything, so we're safe. We have protection and stuff like that. So sleep with the knowledge given mankind to withstand God's wrath. Okay, so you see God's wrath, which is the punishment. So they will not get hurt from his wrath. Yeah. So it's messed up. So I'll talk on this topic some more in the next video. Yo, please like, subscribe, do whatever. Yeah.